to publish it. Make sure it's public.
Yeah. It is unlisted at the moment.
If you make a new window and go into the what was it? The video manager. Yeah. Public.
Oh, awesome.
Right, we're going.
Yep.
I think.
Oh. Okay, sick. Wait, it still put us unlisted.
Refresh that.
Looks a little bit. The lighting looks a little bit yellow.
I'm going to take out the yellow.
I don't know. What do you think, Carl? I just noticed it
Because
seems
I've
a
got
little
yellow,
bit
it's
yellow.
got filters on them, so you can just turn them to pure white.
Yeah.
Pure white.
Yeah, that's good.
It looks a little bit better.
That one there, if you just click the mode button, it will change that. It'll take the yellow out the line. There's on the thing, if you push mode and then it will take the, there you go. That's
Oh yeah, that looks, yeah.
Start recording.
You ready?
Recording.
Mic check 1, 2, let's go.
It's recording. But no, it's not. Now it is, yeah.
Ready?
Awesome. Oh, it looks so good.
Right, good evening and welcome to Back Into the Kitchen. My name's Rex Newmark and today we're going to do surf and turf. What I'm going to do today is I've got a 1.2 kilogram Cote de Boeuf. That's basically a ribeye. It's a bone-in ribeye. Big bit of meat there. And then we're going to do some cracked corn with this corn right here. So cracked corn is basically rubbing loads of herbs and lots of crispiness and saltiness into the corn, so when you buy it you get the cracking taste. We're going to use some king prawns. I'm going to do some garlic king prawns, and then with these potatoes, well this potato, I'm going to do a hasselback potato. It's like a Swedish potato where you slice down the lines of the potato in order to give it a nice crispy texture through, all the way through, and then you can fill that with some delicious butter and sexiness to get this, the whole potato all the way through, tasting gorgeous. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to start with getting this in the oven. So you want to do these potatoes first. So if you grab 2 chopsticks, right, and you want to put them out, lie them down. So the idea of this is that so you can't go all the way through the potato, because you want to leave just the bottom bit attached. So if you put them either side of the potato and you want to slice down the potato, you want to go basically just 3/4 of the way through, and that those little chopsticks there just stop you from going all the way through. So you want to try and, if you know, as confident as you are, try and get as many of the lines as you can possible, and then like that, don't take out a piece of potato. So you keep going all the way through. That's 2. And then what you want to do is you want to get this into a tray, and you want to put salt and olive oil all the way through. So I grab this, and I'm going to grab some olive oil. Going to shush the olive oil through it. Here you go. Nice bit of olive oil there. And some salt. And you want to get your fingers and you want to rub in between each slice. So each little cut that you've made, you want to get your finger and rub it through each one, getting the salt all the way around it and making sure that you get each little layer so that each individual slice crisps up. And then you want to get that into the oven at about 180 for, I would say, 1 hour and 10 minutes if you want to get a really good roast on it. Grab that, chuck that into the oven. Right, Next, we're going to do the corn, and we're going to just boil your kettle, fill up a pan of water. Very simple. We're going to make some boiling water here, nice salted boiling water. There you go. A nice lot of salt in there. You want to grab a decent amount of salt. When I mean a decent amount of salt, people just put a splash in. I'm talking you want to make it like salt water. So loads of salt. When you put enough in, put some more in. Right, I'm carrying around this towel. And we're going to get these corn and we're just going to drop them in. Right, onto the next part is the beef. This big bad boy here. 1.2 kilogram bone-in ribeye, or Cote de Boeuf. It's been nicely trimmed up, trim the bone down, and so you get a nice proud bone at the end. It's come to room temperature. That's very important, and it's a good thing that you do. Is that you take it and you make sure that it's room temperature, because otherwise it's going to be cold. You have a beautiful sear on the outside, but then it's going to be cold in the inside. So I'm going to now heat up this pan. You want seriously hot pan. You want that pan smoking. I'm just going to turn on the injection. Unfortunately, I'm going to put some oil into the pan. And the most important thing is you want to season your meat really generously, when you get serious amounts of salt on this beef. Get that beef proper, push it all in. As I say, when you think there's enough salt, hit it with some more. Push that salt all the way through. There you go. Mop it all up. There's one beautiful, nice piece of beef. Wash my hands quickly. Right, so once that pan is heated up, we're going to take this and we're going to give it a beautiful sear. Make sure that pan's super hot. Let me get it. Looking nice and sexy now. While that's sizzling away, we're going to give it about a minute and a half, maybe a minute and a half on each side. While that's happening, you're going to get the garlic. Peel up the garlic. Another one. Maybe I would say for the prawns, 3 pieces of garlic. Get all that garlic out. There is actually a bin down there, I'm not just actually throwing it on the floor. Alright. And chop up this garlic for the prawns. So.
That's a much easier way to peel garlic than what I do.
Yeah. You just want to smash it, crush it, peel it. If you want just nice pieces, so you get a really nice garlic flavour throughout the prawns. With a little chop through. Right. That's perfect. And then also we go with some parsley here. Same thing, crunch it up into a ball, right, and just chop through. Stalks and all the way through. Ooh, that's got a very good sear on it. We're getting smoked up in here.
It's coming behind you.
Right, what you want to do is you want to go for some really good butter. So this is a luxury Jersey butter, and I mean that, seriously good butter will seriously help when you get the final cook on the beef. Nice bit of butter into the pan. Grab a spoon and you want to flick and nappe the butter over. I hate induction stoves, but this is what we got. So, I'm going to take this, whack this into the oven. Into the oven. You want to leave that in there probably about 6, 7, 8 minutes. Maybe I would say 7 to 8 minutes. And while we're doing that, we're going to get on with the prawns. So, should have got this out earlier. Take a saucepan, heat it up. Get these lovely shelled king prawns. These are from the supermarket. As we're up here in Yorkshire, not near the sea, so I couldn't get any bigger ones. I wanted actually bigger prawns because they look sexier. So, you've got your garlic, and then we have the parsley. So, right, so in with just take this over here. I love it, the stove keeps turning itself down. Every 5 minutes the stove's turning itself down.
I used to have one like that. It's like a safety feature.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's
So if it gets
annoying.
too hot, it starts turning itself down.
Yeah.
So let's see what's the time now. So you take it out 5 past. So we've got 5 minutes to play around. Do you know what I'm going to do? In these 5 minutes, I'm going to crack open the beer. So the lovely people, skinny lager. It's a beautiful beer, 89 calories. It's absolutely gorgeous. 89 calories. It's gluten free, 4% volume, and it is seriously full of flavour. Absolutely gorgeous. This beer, I'm telling you, grab it in your supermarkets. It's out now, and you will not be disappointed. There it is. Cheers. It's such a clean beer.
What are we rating it?
Delicious. Look, solid 9 out of 10 this beer. Absolutely. Well, actually no, it's a 10 out of 10. I'll tell you why. Because it's 89% calories. So 89 calories, which makes it a 10 out of 10 beer. Cheers.
Glucose free as well.
Gluten free, indeed.
Gluten free.
Right. So for the cracked corn, we're going to get into this bowl here. I'm going to put some. I'm going to put some of the herbs. So half of your parsley. Chuck your parsley in there. And these from the lovely Swedish brand, Swedish potatoes, Swedish crispy onions. Yes. And you just want to sprinkle them in there. This is for the cracked corn.
What is cracked corn?
Basically, it's pimped up corn. Then you get a little thing and just smush it all together.
Extra bougie corn.
Extra bougie corn indeed. I'm going to smush this. Smush is actually a word. It's not. Smush this all together. Right. And then later on, I'm going to roll the corn in it. So now we're going to go on with the prawns. So back to the butter. Even more butter. People do love a bit of butter. You can't go wrong. Sexy butter. So I'm going to use another massive chunk of butter. Get that in the pan. Get it nice and foaming. Get it so it's literally melted away, all foaming and delicious. You want it almost going a little bit nutty, but not quite. And then you're going to get that garlic. Once it's gone down, fry that garlic up in there. back on the heat. You know, so I'm not actually late for something. I'm just checking on the beef in the oven. You know,
Sorry.
no worries.
Sorry, chef.
I'm going to secretly pop these in there. No one saw that, but yeah, we can't all hang around. We can't all hang around for an hour and 15 minutes. So exactly what I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, so that is the butter. We're going to go in with this black pepper. So it's about, I don't know, probably about just this much, about 5 grams. Probably less, 2 grams. We're going to go with the black pepper. There's a lot of black pepper, but in the end result, once it softens down with the butter, it'd be absolutely delicious. And then we are going to put in the prawns. Of course, it's turned itself down.
That already smells so good.
Turn that off so people can actually hear. Try and get a bit more heat in this pan. Yes, it is going everywhere. I hate induction. Give me fire any day of the week. Fire, fire, fire. A little clean down here. There they go. There they go. Right. Once the prawns are cooked through, which they're not at the moment, leave them there. Every time you take the pan off, that is the problem in induction. It thinks you've stopped cooking. So there is no shaking, there's no zhuzhing, there's no nothing. What you actually get is you get half cooked food. There we go, let's have a look at this. Right, let's have a look how this meat is doing. Right, give it a little bit of a spin. Here you go. It's going to be hot. Take this out. I'm going to nappe. Yeah, one chef term for the day. I'm going to nappe that butter all over it. Test it out. It's going to need another 3-4 minutes. 3 minutes. For your Instagram viewers over there. Let me show you. Without burning myself, because this is a wet cloth and that's a hot pan. So there you go. Now we're going to back that back in the oven. Right, these prawns are literally nearly done. I'm going to go in now to make this sauce. I'm going to go in with a little bit of beef stock. Give them a little bit of flavour in there. So now you've got the nice flavour of the prawns in there. Stop them from overcooking. I'm going to take the prawns out and then just use the beef stock to reduce all of the nice juices in the pan. That's nice, little fall back in. That wasn't a nervous laugh, I promise you. Oh dear, it's still going wrong. There you go. Right, so take the prawns out, leave them to the side, cover them up, and we're just going to put that on high heat. If it will actually let me use high heat, which I highly doubt it. Going to just boil that down. There you go. Oh, it's going now. There you go. Bit of that. And to that, if I can open it, I'm going to add a little bit of double cream. I just want to bring that down, reduce it down to get some flavour, a little taste, splashing everywhere. That's nice, peppery. I'll leave that to the side for 1 second, and we're going to grab the corn and get the corn out. Using your hands, but so So once again, back with the butter. This is literally, it should be the butter show, I think. Back with the butter we go. So we grab the butter in there. And let's give that a little chop to wine up. Back to the beer. Oh, it's all going marvellously. Alright, so we want to get these coated nicely in butter. Spin them around in there. Salt. Following the flavours through. Butter, 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 more butter. You like butter. Right, so because you want to give them a nice glaze of, that's it, butter. And then we are going to leave them there just so they can soak in the butter. And now we're going to start pulling the whole dish together. Let's check on the beef. That's it. So, wow, look at the mess on this thing. Do you know what? I clean this stove probably about 5 times a day. I tell you, it is not fun. Let's just check on the beef. Check on the beef. You need a little bit longer than that.
How can you tell how long it needs?
Just by pressing on it. So if you press on it, so if you take your finger here, that would be well done. That'd be medium well. That'd be medium well. Be medium rare. That would be rare. So right now we're just over rare. So it's going to need longer than I thought. Get some of that beautiful butter on it again. Back in the oven. Right. Looking down. What to do in the meantime? Play a game. I know what. More beer.
Good show, actually.
Yeah. So. Gonna get some little sprigs of parsley. Finishing the dish off. Get one more. Still alive. Maybe. Your sauce is bubbling down nicely. So you want it to be like a glossy texture. And believe it or not, guess what I'm going to do? You guessed it. More butter. This is very, very umptuous. An umptuous dish full of delicious butter. By the way, the reason that we've got this wonderful skinny beer with 89 calories is because we have put half a brick of butter in there. Half a roll of butter has gone into this, so I think it's only fair. Look in here, so you're going to get them all nice and glossy in here. Nice glossy corn. I'll put that on a low heat just to melt that butter into it. I say a low heat, it could be a high heat, it could be any heat. I mean, this thing chooses what it wants to do. So, we are nearly there. Right. What we're going to do, a little tidy up. So to the sauce, I'm going to add this parsley right at the end. It's nearly done. Nice bit of colour, nice bit of freshness to the sauce. I'm going to chop a little bit more in there. If you just tuned in, welcome back into the kitchen. It's me, Rex Newmark, cooking with lots of butter. couldn't tell you which one's on. Right. How'd you like your beef? Rare?
I'm not picky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Beef? Rare?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah?
I don't think I've ever tried like a rare steak.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not against it.
Today's the day, because it's going to be rare.
I'm excited.
Right. So, here we go. That is pretty damn rare. So we're going to just leave that to rest for a second.
What does that do?
Basically, it lets the meat relax. So once all the fibres, once you've been blasting it with heat, all the fibres in the meat have all tensed up. So they're all pushing against each other. And as soon as you leave it to rest, all the fibres, they come back and they relax. So that it's nice and buttery and smooth, and it gets a much better mouthfeel from relaxing the beef. So here we go. So the sauce is done. I'm gonna give it put it back together. Maybe a touch more stock. That's a better colour. Right, so after your beef has rested, wait, I've got a surprise, I forgot. I've got the hasselback potatoes. Here's some I done earlier. Lovely, 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 lovely. So those now are just sizzling away. They're all, I don't know if you can hear it, but they're proper crispy on the outside. Nice and crispy on the outside. We're going to stack. I'll come in here. I don't know if you can see on my live stream. That was hot. I'm going to stack them up in here. You would think I burn myself more. So you get a nice little stack going on in here. Bit of wipe down. Just to keep everything hot. Get that sauce off from the corn. So we're going to finish the corn now. Make it into cracker corn. So I keep carrying this around. It's a chef habit. Carry your tea towel with you everywhere because someone else will nick it. So you want to get that, and you want to roll your corn and all this goodness. Yeah, get it in there. Oh, look at that crack. I love a bit of crack. No, I'm joking. That was last year. I mean, yeah, we'll cut that out the show. So yeah, so you want to get all of them.
New year, less crack.
Yeah, New Year, less crack. Lovely pieces of corn. Oh, go with 3. You don't need 4. There's 3 potatoes. Don't want someone to have one more. One more than the other. Right, we're going to go for this big bit of beef. Lovely, sexy bit of beef. Just leave it there, just to rest a little bit more. Another sip of this. We're nearly at the end. So, back to the hot sauce. Get your prawns. I've been cooked before. Chuck your prawns into the sauce. This is the surf part. This is the lovely surf part. I've lost my spoon. There we go. Right, let's turn this off. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Come on. Here we go. Nice and hot. So, I'm actually filming for YouTube. So if you do tune in, I'm actually filming for the YouTube. It is Back Into the Kitchen on YouTube. But this is looking kind of sexy already. Let me get this big bit of beef. That is nicely rested. That's nice, actually medium rare. You stick that wallop in there. So that's out of the way. Enough space to make that potato hole there. Then for the sexiness, for the potatoes. Potatoes! Get this. I'm going to drizzle all of that juice down the little cracks. All in here. Wipe that up. So you want to get those potatoes full of all this juice. The garlic, the parsley, the prawns. Stack them up. This is my version. It's a quick version of surf and turf. And finish it. It wouldn't be finished without nice little flourish. I know people hate it, but nice little flourish of parsley. And there you have it. Let's take it to the camera. 1 second. There you have it. Cote de Boeuf, cracked corn, hasselback potatoes, with a black pepper and butter sauce with king prawns. Thank you for watching. It's Back Into the Kitchen. I'm Rex Newmark. We out. Let's eat. Woo! Thank you.